There you are. Yeah. Good. You mute your phone for me.
Yes.
There you are.
All righty. Are we ready, Sean?
Yes, we are ready to go.
Okay, well, let's get it going. All right, Sean, are we ready? Well, good morning. Learn for Life would like to welcome all of you to our virtual College Week tour. This is HBCU Week, and Learn for Life is very pleased to be in partnership with the 1890 Foundation, 19 universities that are historic land grant universities. We have an articulation agreement so that our students can have the opportunity to be able to go to HBCUs across the country. So we're really glad you're here. We're hoping that you'll hear information that you will find useful, but more than that, that you can find a university or college to attend. This morning, I would like to introduce to you our College Access Program Manager, Cheryl Moore. Cheryl?
Thank you so much, Michelle. Good morning to all of you and good afternoon to others of you. I am your hostess with the mostest, Cheryl Moore. We're so excited to have all of you join us for our virtual college tour experience. I'm really delighted to have with us today the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, home of the Golden Lions. Dr. Tanika White and Amanda Kirkland are with us, and we're excited to have you share with us today. I'm going to ask if Amanda Kirkland would prepare to share about UAPB. Ladies, take it away.
All right, so can everyone hear me?
Yes.
All right, so my name is Amanda Kirkland. I am an employee of the Office of Recruitment for UAPB. At UAPB, I am the scholarship coordinator as well as a recruitment specialist and an education counselor. So at UAPB, we really have our hands full. So my piece of what I'm just going to talk about is just blanket information because this is the 1890 presentation. So I'm going to give Tanika White most of the floor. But as admissions requirements for UAPB, UAPB requires a 2.0 GPA to be fully admitted to the university. We are currently working on having the ACT and SAT requirements to be waived. But normally a 15 gets you into UAPB, as well as a 19 gets you full admission to UAPB. So we have a variety of scholarships that are available. Our scholarships did open up on July the 1st and they closed on March the 1st. But as long as we have funds still available, we still award scholarships. So our scholarships start at a 2.75 and a 17 on the ACT and go all the way to a 3.5 and a 28 on the ACT, and that's our Chancellor Scholarship, which gives you a bigger dollar amount as far as the amount of funds that you receive. So for Dr. White, she's going to give you more information about our 1890 scholarship that we have available and, you know, the do's and don'ts of the 1890 and what's required. So I'm going to present Dr. White to you all.
Dr. White, you're muted.
Oh.
Good morning again. Can you all hear me now? I am Dr.
Yes.
White at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. I am the 1890s scholarship coordinator for the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Science. And so today I want to just talk about funding that we have that we received from the 2018 Farm Bill. We received $2 million. So we have lots and lots of money that we can share with students, particularly incoming freshmen, and also students who may went to community college that may have an associate's degree. So we have money available for incoming freshmen again, and also community college students. So that can be transfer students. And so I'm gonna share my screen and pull up my presentation. So the School of Agriculture and Fisheries and Human Science mission is to equip students with the skills necessary to live and work effectively and successfully through education, research, and extension and public service. The purpose of this 1890 scholarship program was developed to provide scholarship to support recruiting, engaging and retaining mentor training for all undergraduate students at 1890 land grant institutions. And this area will focus was for food and agriculture sciences and related fields. Here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, we are strictly focusing on the critical workforce needs by expanding opportunities to university students across multiple disciplines, which I will discuss later on in the evening, because we have the School of Agriculture, we have the School of Fisheries and Human Sciences. So we're promoting areas in those departments. Our long-term goal is that UAPB develop and contribute to the next generation of food and agriculture-related sciences. So our objective here at the School of SAF, so when you hear me say the School of SAF, that's for short for the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Human Sciences. We want to improve our student enrollment. We want to improve retention and also help students attain BSs in food and agriculture, natural resources, and human sciences. So the next 2 years, we plan on awarding scholarship in 3 different tiers. Again, as I said at the beginning, we have $2 million to give away that was written in the 2018 Farm Bill to help 1890 land grant schools to improve retention and to increase our enrollment. A lot of students have the misconception of what agriculture is. And so during this presentation, I hope that the misconception that some of you all may have for specifically the area of agriculture can also show you that agriculture is just not about farming, but it's a highly demanded field. And so hopefully this will help to promote our School of SAF, and hopefully we can award scholarship money. This year, I have awarded scholarship money. We have 38 1890 scholars, and I had over half had the misconception of what the School of Agriculture, Fishery, and Human Sciences was, because they think that you just have to be a farmer to receive this money or go into that area of study, and that's not true. So this next year, which is coming up for the school year of 2021, we plan on awarding 13 students with $10,000 per year, which equals to a total of $40,000 for 4 years. And the GPA that we have selected for this tier, you have to have a 3.2 and above. We also will be choosing 30 students with the GPA falling in the ranges of 3.0 to 3.19. Those students will receive $5,000 per year, which is a total of $20,000 over a period of 4 years. We also have 110 scholarships available for students that has a GPA for 2.8 to a 2.99, which will be paid of $2,000 per year, which is a total of $8,000 for the next 4 years. With this scholarship money, even though it may not pay for room and board or cover your entire scholarship expenses, this would help. This will help towards your financial difficulties that you may have for, as far as expenses going to school. We also will award a certain amount of scholarships to those transfer students who come from community colleges. But with that, you have to have associate degrees. A thing that we're thinking about making amends to the transfer student criteria and just accepting transfer students instead of just the ones with the associate degrees. So right now for the School of SAF, we have a graduation rate at 34%. Our plan is to increase this to 40% with the 1890 scholarship. And again, this is to help out those who may have financial burdens going to school. So I want to briefly just cover some of the academic areas within our program, within our School of SAF. We have 3 different areas in our School of SAF. We have the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries, and the Department of Human Sciences. So specifically, I want to talk about here is the Department of Agriculture. Remember, I said before that people have such a misconception of what agriculture is. One thing about it, we're going to always need food and we're going to always need water. And so, yes, we have our farmers, but we also have areas of studies that help farmers to produce quality produce and also help improve our water quality. And those are 2 things that we're going to always need, again, food and water. We have where you can get your BS in agriculture. And the areas under this can be plant and soil sciences. Most people that study, go into this area become agronomists, meaning they're studying the soil. They make recommendations and help farmers come up with ideas on to how to improve their soil on the farm to produce good vegetables and fruit, just whatever they're trying to grow. We also have animal science. We have students that go into this area. They may want to go to veterinary school and further it along. You can also, we have one of our sister colleges, the University of Arkansas Fayetteville, where you can go and finish your last year with this particular areas and take up your poetry science emphasis. We have ag econ, we have ag business. Ag econ and ag business. A lot of people work for Tyson Foods, Foster Farms, and different types of poultry companies and stuff like that, and into management in different areas. So my point is, ag is just not focusing on being a farmer. We have some students that go off and get a job with USDA, which help regulate our food. Some people get a job with students go off and get a job with NRCS, which are most of our research scientists. We also have a BS in regulatory science. Regulatory science deals with the legal and the laws that regulate our food, particularly food safety. We also have where you can get a BS in ag engineering. This is a fairly new program that we have here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. And in ag engineering, these are people that fix up on the tractors and stuff for the farmers, come up with new equipment that can help farmers to harvest their crops, come up with new machinery that can cut down on pesticides and different fertilizer going into the water. It's a lot of things, and a lot of students, this area has a demand for jobs. Actually, they have so many jobs available, but don't have enough qualified candidates to go in this area. And so that's another reason why this money was made available for students, to try to get students in this area and kill the misconception of majoring in agriculture would be, you know, you just have to become a farmer, and that's not true. We also have the Department of Human Sciences. The BS in Human Science, you can become restaurant managers. You can also go into early childhood education, teaching, you open your own daycare, merchandising, textile and design. Also, we have where you can go into nutrition and food sciences. These are your dietitians, your nutritionists that work at area hospitals, maybe come up with diet plans for patients in the hospital or in nursing homes. And people like with degrees in this area can work for Kellogg's, Nestle's. It's just a whole wider position, and they make good money. We have a degree program where you can also go into teaching in human science. We have human science education. And one of our new degree program, we have the hospitality and tourism management degree that you can get. And this is a partnership that we have got with one of the area casinos that have been built here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. A partnership we have with them that's funding this degree program. But you can work into tourism, work at your area casinos in different areas. So There's a lot of things that you can do in the School of SAB. We have such a broad school, and we have money to give to help you get your degrees in these areas. We also have the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries. You can get your BS in this area. We have what you call, my husband has a degree in this area, and he was a game warden. They put out, different regulation and laws on how many fish you can catch, and you regulate make sure people out there that's hunting have their hunting license, hunting license, fishing license. You can also do research into this area. The research help promote adequate seafood being produced at major seafood companies. And so this is another broad area in our School of SAB. So it's many careers in this area, but it's such a shortage of people going into this area because a lot of people just don't know. A lot of people have misconception of these particular areas. And so the government had written money for this particular area in the 2018 Farm Bill, because they're trying to get students to major in this area. They're trying to get more people into this area of study. Here's my contact information for anybody that's interested in receiving money to come to the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, particularly majoring in the School of Agriculture, Fisheries, or Human Science. We have plenty of money to give out. Like I said, this year I have 38 scholars, and I didn't even give out the $500,000 for this year. We have so much money to give out. Plenty of money to give out to you students. Do anyone have any questions at this point? I can entertain any questions that you may have about the scholarship program, the monies we have available, how you can get in contact with me. I'm starting to accept applications now for this program. We have plenty of money if you're interested in coming to the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, major in this Department of SAG.
Thank you so much, Amanda and Dr. Tamika, for sharing with us. And again, we are open for questions at this time. I would like to ask, as we're gearing up for that, just a little bit about campus life and what that's like on campus living, and sort of the social aspect of the school, and the atmosphere and the environment. What could students expect their first year attending your school? I'm sorry.
I think we froze again, but just the part of the questions that I heard as far as campus living and just different aspects of campus life for UAPB. So UAPB is situated in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. We are just deep in the Delta. So when you come to UAPB, you're going to get a hometown feel. The city itself, I'm not quite sure what the population is, but I think as the last population that I knew of, it was about 75,000 people here. So we are one of the smaller cities as far as like not just gigantic. There's not, just a whole lot of rustle and bustle. It's like when you come to UAPB, you can kind of breathe a little bit. UAPB was founded in 1873. So we have a lot of history behind UAPB. The different aspects of UAPB is just, you're gonna get a whole lot of love here. We're all family. We're all family. We all support one another. Campus life, we're a relatively small college, but not just like so small where you can't stretch your wings and mature as a student. When you first come here, You're gonna see people that you don't know and kind of gain those friendships, because the one thing about UAPB is nobody's a stranger here.
Yes.
Once we see you, you're here. And so that's one thing that we love about UAPB. Campus life for students, we have about 150 organizations, or 150 plus, I'll say, organizations that a student can join. We have our dorms. We have freshman dorms that are dedicated just for freshmen, just to freshmen, so they can get acclimated to campus and kind of, stretch their wings, learn a little bit about, college life, but you're around those that are a part of your class, your age group. There's tutoring that's available in those dorms as well. So the freshman dorms are set up so you come here, you kind of, get used to what campus is about, but you still have a little help from, those tutors that are there, the RAs that are there. Once you matriculate through UAPB, we have several other dorms that are available. We have a multitude of things for students to do. We are Division I university, so if anyone is coming here to play sports, we are Division I. We also have our award-winning band, M4. We have our world-renowned choir, Vesper Choir. They've traveled to Italy and Spain and just different parts of the country. So there's a lot to do at UAPB. There's a lot to join. We are, like I said, a public university. So those public funds, FAFSA, all that, we would love for our students to start getting the process done to, come in and be admitted for UAPB. And that's pretty much, an overview of what UAPB has to offer. Take questions if anybody has anything, or if there's any question that it's kind of like a little off the wall, but nobody's afraid to ask, we can answer that as well.
And we both are alumni here as well.
Yes.
We love our UAPB, and like she said, we are like a family, and that's why I'm here, because I love my alma mater. Yes. We're like a family. We do everything we can to help you. This is home for us. So we're trying to, we're going to promote our school. This is home for it. And like I said, I ran track here. I may not, look like I ran track, but I ran track here. And, so we had one of the best track teams as well. So there's a lot of activities here, and there's a lot of people this is home for. So it's, we got that down south love. This is family. Southern hospitality.
Nothing like that Southern hospitality.
Southern hospitality is best.
And
we do have two questions on the Q&A. One is a school semester or quarters? And I guess I could also add to that, when do your school or semester or quarters begin? And what is the student population of campus?
All right, so I guess I'll take that. So we are a semester-based school. So our school goes from the beginning of the semester, as far as fall, usually starts around August. I'd say the mid to the latter part of August, and we usually run until the first part of December. However, due to COVID, our semester has been changed a little bit. So we did start school a little earlier. And then we are planned to, we have planned to dismiss around November the 25th, so the students can go home for Thanksgiving, and they'll just stay home then. And then they'll come back in January. So our second part of the year starts the spring semester. That's going to be from January until May. And then once May hits, we'll have graduation, and hopefully, but we'll have graduation in May. And that's when the spring semester ends. And so once May is completed, the students will go home for summer break, and then they will actually come back to start everything all over again in August. Now we are a smaller university, so right about now our population is about 2,800 to 2,900 students. Our enrollment was very good. We did see a 12% increase in enrollment. So that's how we have hit the 28 to 2900 mark. And there was another question. I'm sorry, I left out a part of that. But if somebody could just give me that other part of the question again.
No, I think you addressed it. You said the semesters or quarters and the size. An additional question is school virtual or in person, and is there a hybrid option?
Okay, so currently we do have students that are on campus, they're in person, and we do have students that are going to school virtually. And there is also a blended option. So not all students have just in-person classes or just virtual classes. There are some students that have a combination of both. So they are, basically like three, I would say, options for learning. If students, there's a class that they don't think that they could be able to get virtually, some of those hands-on classes like, science-related, chemistry, biology, a lot of students like to do that hands-on, but for other things, they like to do those virtually. So there are three options for learning. You can do in person, you can do the virtual learning, or you can do a hybrid class.
And also with the virtual, if you start off and say you want to do in person and you want to transition to online, we're set up to where you can transition online. If you decide that, well, the pandemic is getting out of hand and I want to go home, or it's okay. We the faculty members are catering to those students' needs. So whatever is convenient, the convenient option and the best option for you, we will cater to whatever you need.
Awesome. I think, again, you brought up something. We're certainly in the midst of this pandemic, uncharted territory. We've never been here before, so I know that even as an institution, you all are trying to figure out the best ways to accommodate students and all that needs to happen. On the other side of this, I'm wondering what kind of counseling and support services do you have there for students? What kind of wraparound services do you have available for your students?
So on a normal basis, UAPB does have counseling services, and that's just period. Those are always there. We have a full-fledged counseling center that students can go to if there's anything that they need to talk about, if there's something, anything is happening, then they can go to counseling services. So the same counseling services are available during COVID hours as well. Well, this COVID time, I'll say. So those same counseling services are available during COVID time. They can go and receive counseling. We are also designated reporters. So if anything goes on, then, we are able to try to assist the student and help them get any kind of help. There's also off-site help that they can get. We can refer them to a counselor or, a psychiatrist or anyone that is available to help them. So a student that comes to UAPB is not ever going to be alone in anything that they go through. Right. I have several students that we're pretty much their extra set of parents. So, and I mean, we take pride in it. Like Dr. White said, we are a family here and we treat our students as family. We wrap our arms around them. Sometimes they just need to come in the room and cry, and that's okay. But then, at the end of the day, if we need to, we refer them to where they definitely need to go to receive any help that they need. So we have a full-fledged counseling center, as I stated. We have, we are designated reporters. So there's just a lot of love and a lot of guidance and a lot of help on this campus that is available.
And just to piggyback on what Ms. Amanda Kirkland said, we in the Department of SAG, because of the 1890 Scholars Program, for our scholars and particularly in our area, we have just applied for a grant that's supposed to kick in October 1st. We will have a new mentoring program. So with the 1890 Scholarship Program, I've implemented that all scholars will have a assigned mentor. And so that would help. I have 38, so that means each scholar is a requirement. Like I said, like Amanda said, we like family. We've been mothers, so that's my mother instinct kicking in. You have to have a mentor. You will have a mentor. It's really not a choice. It was nothing in the proposal, but it's a guideline that I said that I would like, because this is different from everybody. And I wanted to assign students to different mentors within our schools so they have someone to go and talk to, and they can direct them to other several just within, you know, our school area. We have students that this is new. It's a transition from everybody. And, you know, these students, you don't want a student to get to a point where, you know, what do I do? What's next? And so, you know, as 1890 scholarship coordinator, if you come into our area, I'm Mother Hubbard. I tell all 38, and that's a big group, that, you know, come to me first, mom number one here at the university, before you go to mom at home. So I try to my best. I give 100% into resolving issues. Whoever I have to find, even if I have to call Miss Amanda or whoever I need to call, we're like a family. I can make the call and try to resolve the issues for the students. And I tell my students not to worry. Don't try to tackle any issues. Anything is small. If you need a snack before, nothing is too small. What my point is saying, nothing is too small. And we try to resolve issues. We're trying to make it, even though this is different, we try to make it as sane as possible for all our students. Like I say, here at the university, we are a family. So, you know, it's mandatory if you come in this area that you have a mentor, and that mentor, we're going to do a mentor training in October. And this is new. This is a new program, but this is something that I think is the right time that this is needed, especially what's going on, to kind of help the students still have that, may not have the freshman experience Amanda and I had coming in, because we didn't come in a pandemic, but trying to make them feel as welcome and homely as possibly as we can, especially students being away from mom or away from home. You know, we try to, not saying we can't take the place, but we try to fill in that void. And so we have that new program coming in as well. And also we have tutors. We have university-wide, we do have the Student Success Center.
Yep.
We have TRIO that helps with students that may have with low-income families or disabilities and everything. Also within our department, I'm in the process of hiring students as work study that may be good in math area. So within the School of SAG, I'm looking to bring in tutors too, because our area is a pretty good area. We covered 4 different departments. So, but yeah, like I say, we're family here, and we do everything we can to try to resolve any issue that is, nothing is too small. Nothing is too small.
Wow, that's amazing. It's good to know that our students would be taken care of. This is my final question, Lorena. I don't know if there are any more questions in the queue, or if anyone else on with us would have any questions. We are certainly passionate about our students, and we're passionate about their success post-high school, as well as post-college. And so when you talked about a little bit about the student success department, I'm wondering if you have any workforce and career development opportunities for engagement for them that would help them with success post-graduation.
We definitely do. We definitely do. See how enthusiastic we are about that?
Yes.
So UAPB has a full-fledged career services department. Our career services department is wonderful. I think they have about an 80% or higher placement rate.
Wow.
So when UAPB students come into school here, they are, and it's part of one of the classes, but they are required to register with career services. Our career services department assists them in career readiness all the way around. So they'll help them spruce up their resume. They help them with interview tactics. They even help them with proper dress for an interview. We have 2 career fairs on our campus. One's during the fall and one's during the spring. And we bring in over, I want to say about 120 different employers. So there's usually USDA, there's even to FBI, CIA, local police, you know, so there's a whole lot of just different employers. So a student can find whatever they want, even to local schools if a student is interested in teaching, or so just different employers come to UAPB and they find some of the best and brightest minds. USDA is one of those employers that has been here from, I think, the start with that career fair. And so they really, really recruit out of UAPB. I have a family member who works for USDA, and she graduated from college, I think, I want to say in like the 90s. So our career services department is really adamant about helping our students to find where they need to be and what they need to do so they can secure a place outside of college, because the ultimate goal of going to college is to find where you're going to fit into the world and into the work world. So our career services is a great opportunity to speak with some of those professionals over there who have been in some of the places where the students are trying to go. And then they also have links within the community, nationally, to where we can place those students as far as, when they get out of college. Because like I said, the ultimate goal of going to college and then graduating is to find the career that you need to support a family, to support yourself, and to also, take care of anyone else that you need to take care of. So our career services department is wonderful, and their doors are always open.
And just to piggyback on what she said keeping USDA. We've had a partnership with them for a long time, and that's the school of SAG. So if you want some money, I'm telling you, my sister is a quality control manager. She has a degree in ag. She's worked for USDA. She's worked for Tyson. She's now the superintendent of Tyson Foods. So, that's why I say the misconception of our area, we have partnership, and we make sure that our students are prepared to work for USDA. Just particularly with my research area, I didn't put up my bio, but I'm a water quality specialist outside of this. So we have plenty of training opportunities here at the University of Arkansas prepping our students. So career service gets them ready. And like I said again, I just wanted to pull out some ties that I have from our Mother Hubbard. So we have a lot of students. I have my own little personal closet in my office, because I've experienced that some students may not have what they need, and we have a clothing closet as well, don't we, Amanda?
Yeah.
For service, and so and I have my clothing closet as well. So we like a family here. We're going to make sure that our students are prepared. We give them the research experiences. It's a requirement in the School of SAG that they get some type of research experience. And just to throw that out, that our aquaculture and fisheries department is number 3 in the U.S.
Wow.
And so the turnaround, like she said before, the turnaround here is very high. It's up there 80% of our students being successful with jobs and good paying jobs to be able to take care of their family. So remember, this is a land grant school, so we have the funding. We have a lot of good areas. And all the departments here at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff is a family. But I can speak specifically for our department. I know I have plenty of money to give away. We're number 3 in the U.S. for the aquaculture and fisheries department area. And, we well prepared in preparing our students. Arkansas is number 1 in rice production in the U.S., number 3 in the world.
Wow.
So we put out some great students here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, and we make sure that they're prepared.
Excellent.
We're one of the only comprehensive universities that has the agriculture, aquaculture. You can start from undergraduate and go all the way to your doctorate.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I forgot. I believe I left that out, but yeah, absolutely.
Yes, Dr. White.
And we catch each other.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. That's all that I have, Lorena. I don't know if there are any more questions in the queue, or Michelle, if there's anything you'd like to add to this.
Well, I just would like to thank Dr. White and Ms. Kirkland for coming today to speak with our students. It sounds like your programs at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff mirror a lot of what we do at Learn for Life. Plenty of wraparound services, staff that feels like family, knowing that if it's a snack or shirt, you can come to someone and ask. We uphold those principles ourselves at Learn for Life because we believe that whatever it takes for our students to succeed, that's what we should be doing. So Learn for Life family, if we could give a virtual applause to Dr. White and Ms. Kirkland. We so thank you for your help today. The information for Dr. White is on your screen. And just quickly, I would like to cover with our students that at 1 p.m. today, we will have the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. On tomorrow, we will have Bennett College and Alabama A&M. On Wednesday, it will be Clinton College and Tuskegee University. On Thursday, we will have Fort Valley State University. And my rival from my HBCU, North Carolina A&T. And on Friday, we will have West Virginia State and Lincoln University. Today, we want to thank the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff so much for introducing yourselves to our students, being the first for our virtual college tour. And we are hoping that our students will contact your counselors if you have interest in the University of Arkansas. I do believe that Dr. White and Ms. Kirkland will be available via email to answer any questions that you have. Ms. Moore, is there anything else that we've left out today?
I think that just about does it. Thank you so much again. We look forward to having a wonderful relationship building opportunity with you, both of you, and with the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. And to our students, I want you to know this. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.